Hey, how you doing today? Um, it is a hot summer day and I just got done killing a bunch of trees, so I'm enjoying a nice Fort George Vortex IPA. Sweet. This is an awesome beer. If you're ever in Astoria, drop by their brew pub. It's fantastic. They got so many good beers, and on a hot summer day, Vortex is a real good choice. And that's what I'm drinking right now. All right. So, as you might have guessed, today's review is going to be about flashlights. And flashlights, boy, they've come a long way in my lifetime. I remember back in the 80s when we had mini mag flashlights. If any of you remember those, they were the shit, right? If you had a mini mag, oh, you were a good technician. You were right. And when I was in the Navy, you were a squared away sailor if you had a mini mag and working on equipment. And you probably recognize a lot of these. I've been using these for years. They're great. Task lights, there's a couple different styles you can get. This one's nice because it folds all the way down neatly. This one's a little bit bigger, but it doesn't fold down all the way. Nice and bright, throws out a lot of light. Rechargeable batteries. And then there's all sorts of these types of lights, kind of going back to the mini mag days. They're a little bit bigger. These are great flashlights. There's so many brands out there. This is Nightcore. Yeah, both of these are Nightcores. They're really bright. And if you want to cast a big beam out into a field at night, you're walking through the woods, these are great choices to have. And I don't ever want to be without these, at least not nearby. But for an EDC, right, if you want to carry a flashlight with you for whatever reason, these get a little bit bulky. They're a little bit heavy. These are, you're not going to carry these around. This one's, they're not horrible. These aren't. But they're a little bit big for my taste, and so I never carried them. I always kept those in my toolbox. And for the longest time, I never really carried a flashlight with me. I tried a few different ones. Anyway, and a couple Christmases ago, my wife bought my son for Christmas one of these Wuben Gs flashlights, and I hadn't seen it before, and I was kind of checking it out before Christmas, and I was like, that's kind of an interesting flashlight. It's a nice compact design. It's not super bright, not like these other ones, but it is bright for its size. It throws out a good amount of light. And it's nice because there's a little thumb wheel here. Try to get this on camera for you so you can adjust the brightness of it. It's got a few features. It's got a red LED and a blue LED and a strobe. And, I never liked those. I really hate the flashlights when you scroll through them. Every time you turn it on, you have to it's on this mode now, and so you have to scroll through the push button to get to the mode you want. Yeah. You don't have to do that with this one. I just set it to the white light, and then I can adjust the brightness with the thumb wheel. One of the things that makes this truly a great flashlight for me working on equipment is this articulating beam lens. You can change the angle where this is shining, and it has a magnet on the back here, but it's not a very strong magnet. And so I went overboard, you could say, and I put a very strong magnet on this. That's a strong magnet. But with this magnet on it now, this has become the best flashlight I've ever owned, bar none. The articulating, lens is fantastic. I can put this when I'm working on equipment in really tight spaces, just about anywhere, and then make a little adjustment to get the light just where I want, because I work on a lot of machines where I've got to get my hands into tight spots, and these other flashlights will either be in my way, or I have to put them in some place where they're not shining the light. I can't get the light exactly where I want. This guy is so trim that I can get it just about anywhere in the machines and see what I'm doing. And it fits my pocket nicely. I don't even notice when I'm walking around that I have this in my pocket. In fact, I almost lost it once because I didn't realize it had actually, because of the magnet I put on, it had stuck to one of my keys. And when I pulled my keys out, it fell in the parking lot. And then later on, I realized I didn't have it. I'm like, I bet it came out. And I realized what had happened. I went back to the parking lot and I found it. It's so small, I'm surprised I haven't lost it yet. But that's a price I'm willing to pay. I'll buy another one if I do end up losing it. But this is a really nice flashlight, and it is rechargeable, of course. It's got, the little USB port in it. It's just been a great flashlight for me. It's one that is, as far as I'm concerned, is a true EDC flashlight. Working on equipment, if you're working on an engine bay in a car or something like that, you can put this anywhere. Glue a magnet onto it. That's the other thing, is because the magnet that comes with it is on the back here, you can only, put the flashlight in that orientation. But because I glued it one here, now I can put it in this orientation, and it makes a big difference. Oh, I'm shaking the table there. Anyway, the Wuben Gs flashlight is awesome. Highly recommend it. This is a fantastic EDC because it is so trim it fits in your pocket. If you're going out hunting or camping, these might be a better choice for you. But for every day, putting it in your pocket, I'll take this over these anytime. And then working on equipment in tight spaces, if you glue a little magnet on here, it doesn't have to be as strong as the one I put on there. Yeah, get one. It'll do you good. You'll be happy. All right, that's it for now. Take it easy and enjoy your beer.